Hey everyone, this video is a long time coming, but now I'm going to cover the hip swing. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button and enable alerts by checking the bell icon afterwards. So let's break down the hip swing. First, I will cover this as a biphasic exercise, meaning as the foot swings away from the body, this will be referred to as abduction or abduction. But when it crosses over the opposite leg, that will be called AD or adduction. The main emphasis of the hip swing is to rapidly force the gluteus medius to contract and relax while potentiating pelvic stabilization. Other muscles that benefit from the abduction phase are the other gluteus muscles and the tensor fasciolata or TFL. Moreover, the trunk and pelvis are stabilized by the external obliques, transverse abdominis, and symmetrical muscles, while the stationary leg adductor muscles gain a stretch. Once the hip has sufficiently abducted, you will need to consciously engage your adductors to mobilize your hip into the stretched position. Because the adductors were recently stretched, the swing velocity increases during this phase, and they relax as the foot approaches the opposite apex. Similar to the adduction phase, the glutes have been stretched, thus also speeding up with greater contractility. Each swing will increase velocity and range of motion as reciprocal inhibition decreases. Lastly, be considerate of the pivoting movement. During the initial swings, each joint hasn't responded to the benefits and are more stiff and rigid. So, to reduce injury risk, pop the heel up and pivot on the toes slightly until the deeper pelvic and lumbar rotators have sufficiently activated and warmed up. This movement is excellent because it mobilizes the hip through all planes of motion, rapidly increases body heat, and activates deeper single joint muscles needed for heavy loading or high-intense plyometric exercise. For best results, perform this daily 6 to 10 swings on each leg. Certainly during a dynamic warm-up, but also after heavy squatting, deadlifting, leg pressing, or running at any distance. This movement provides great prehab benefits for occupations that require long-duration sitting, such as pilots, truck drivers, and office workers. If you fall into these categories, you may want to perform the hip swing more than once a day at different speeds to remain functional.